What's going on, guys? It's Ethan, and we are back with another episode of Triangle Talk. Triangle Talk is the podcast about entrepreneurship and becoming a better version of yourself. We're back at it again here with
Cory Infinite, aka Infinite Pieces.
It's Seth McGrew, and today we are going to talk about don't be mad at copycats. Basically, the gist of this, I was having a conversation with my girlfriend, and we were talking about somebody making a podcast after we recently started making one.
somebody.
And then there was, and then we've also noticed that there's people all over TikTok that are doing the same thing as other people, being unoriginal. And the whole gist of this is simply don't be mad at copycats. They're copying you for a reason. They like what you're doing, they respect it, they think it's good. A copycat should be a compliment. That's what I think. What do you guys think about copycats? I mean, I think that you guys probably see the majority of copycats. I don't really have anybody copying me. Well, what are your feelings, your thoughts and emotions?
I feel like it depends on how you look at a copycat. You can either look at someone copying you as like inspiration to go harder and inspire more people, or you could look at it as like a negative way and be like jealous almost of like other people trying to do something that you're doing. So never look at it that way. Always try to look at it like in a way that
In a positive light.
Yeah.
They just like what you're doing at the end of the day. They're not
Yeah.
going to copy you if they think you're shitty at whatever you're doing.
Yeah, so just look at it like you're doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's honestly what you're doing if you do have copycats. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, I feel, if we want to relate it to back to like copying on a test or copying work in school, like somebody's copying off you in school because they think that you're going to have the correct answers.
You're smart.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they think you're smart, so they're going to copy you because they want to get an A as well.
That would kind of piss me off, though. Like, if
That
someone's
piss you off?
copying off me, like, ask me before the test. Like, don't be peeking, I feel like.
You let people copy off you on a test?
I don't know, but I just feel like if I see some guy, like, peeking at me, it's like, bro, like, you could have just told me before the test. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
like,
know.
okay, so it's not somebody that like asks, it's somebody that's like,
Yeah, that's like
Peeking.
trying to sneak
It's
it.
not- not your friend either.
Yeah,
You're just, like,
exactly. It's
peeking
just
at
some
your
random
paper.
kid
Yeah.
in the class.
you're just like,
No, yeah,
get out of here.
that's
Get out of here, Timothy.
that's not right.
Yeah, see, that's different
I mean,
from
even-
someone copying you're creating.
But even to go back on that, like, I feel like copying a test, like, and asking him before is even wrong too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
I
I
agree.
don't know.
Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get those grades. That's what school's all about.
I know,
Yeah,
for
just
real.
just going through the hoops.
It
Honestly.
really is.
For
So,
real.
what are instances when have you guys seen people copy you and things that you're doing? I know there's other people making the tapestry shirts and stuff like that. Would you consider them copycats?
No.
Or are you all kind
Nah,
of
bro.
doing your own thing?
I didn't start this, and there's gonna be people that come like way after me, like that are doing this same thing.
Uh-huh.
Like,
So what do you think
like,
about the people doing the same thing?
Well, I have noticed. I think everything that I've seen, I'm the only person that uses like original artwork. Like, so I design all of my pieces.
Yeah.
Other people kind of like.
What do you mean you design like just for viewers' sake?
So I literally create the images on my sweaters all by me. It's all comes from my head. Unlike a lot of the other ones I've seen, which are just kind of copying
Album
album covers or like just like movie like just like, you know, hype popular things that they know they will make money off of.
Exactly. Those are easy
Really
to
quickly.
sell, right? Because it's an
Yeah,
image
bro.
everybody knows. If you see your favorite rapper, of course you're going to
Yeah.
spend more money on it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, but you know, I wasn't the first person to do this tapestry thing, and I'm not the last.
Yeah.
So you're cool with other people doing it. You feel
Yeah.
as though you're being original because you make your own designs.
Yeah, if I could tell all the tapestry people one thing, it'd just be like be you. You don't have to copy. Like, I don't know, I feel
They
like
all copycat each other, though.
Yeah, they copy each
Yeah,
other by not being
exactly.
original. Like they're all making the same stuff.
They're all
It's just-
just
it's all
clones
for
of each
money.
other.
it's
really
just
is.
money.
Yeah.
And I don't care about money like that, so like I just try to keep it original, keep it dope, keep it infinite.
Keep it
Yeah.
infinite. Guy.
Yeah.
The smirk.
Ethan, have you seen anybody copy you per se, or do you think there are other people in your niche that you're trying to get into? Are those Playboy pants?
I know.
My man's is really G.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner over here.
Damn.
Man, I feel like everybody on TikTok just copycats each other, like
Totally.
no matter what, right? Like some people are bad about it and do it word for word. Some people take someone's content and use it as inspiration, right? But
So do you
it
think
really
that's
just
copying?
depends.
Like taking
No.
somebody, being inspired by it, and doing
No.
something kind of similar?
Not necessarily copying per se.
That's like,
I think.
think about trends.
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I think trend's not copying. It's just you're inspired and you want to tag along.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of TikTok is, like a trend.
it's all about trends.
True.
Like
Yeah.
Very true.
what trends are in for this next week and a half, or some trends last a month.
Yeah, it all depends.
It really
Trends
does.
never. I feel as though trends never last for like more than 3 months though.
Of course.
They're dead.
Yeah.
But
Think
that's
about,
when
like-
there's something new, something better.
That's what, like, I'm trying to break out of. Like, I'm trying to make my pieces, like, infinitely trendy. Like, there's not a date on it. Like, I'm trying to make them, like, cool forever.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that's what I kind of want
That's
to do.
dope. That's dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
But do you feel as though anybody's copied you per se, specifically?
There has been people who have reached out to me, right? Like they want to start documenting like their journey on real estate. Like, and I tell them about my video that blew up, and I tell them to make a video similar to it, right? Because I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you copy my
Yeah, it's
video.
like to each their own.
Yeah, exactly. Like, go ahead and copy it. Like, it did well for me. I got 600,000 views on that video. Like, if you want to start your
What
journey.
was that video?
Shoot, so like pretty much I had this guy Kong, right?
King Kong. Yeah.
Right. So he was at the very beginning of the video with a $30,000 check, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh God, what did I say? I was like, hey guys, what did I say? I was like, I'm trying to think of the way I worded it. I was like, have you guys seen wholesaling real estate on your For You page, and they show all these fat checks? Shit, like I
It was
said, something
nice.
like that. Right, like, and then I was like, if you guys want to see me document my journey in real estate, then hit the plus button. Right,
like
because
that.
there were so many people.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to see like a real journey?
Right.
Yeah, and
Because
not
there were
just
so
the
many
end
people like
result.
exaggerating like the checks, right, like and just making the business seem sexy when in reality, it's the exact opposite, and nobody wants to show that part.
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff I feel as though
That's
is
dope.
manufactured because that was littering my For You page.
Yeah,
It
it
was-
was bad.
it's
It was
so
bad.
manufa-
So many people faking it, just trying to sell you something.
They're just holding up like 5 checks at once. Like,
Yes.
buddy, you probably saved those for a while.
Exactly. And some of the checks are even
That shit is so
fake, bro.
weird.
Yeah, they
Like,
kept writing them
honestly.
to themselves or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the weirdest thing. People really out here doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you're spending your life scamming.
Exactly.
Like, bro, what?
Exactly. It's so weird how that shit is so trendy right now, being an entrepreneur, and people are just making a bag off of selling how to be an entrepreneur on the internet right now. It's crazy to me. Man. That's a huge trend that's going on right now.
For real.
Who knows how long that's going to last, but I couldn't see that lasting for more than 3-5 years. I feel like they're all going to get washed out.
Oh, people are
By
gonna get
then.
tired of it. The struggle.
Yeah, exactly. People already are. Like, if you go in some of these guys' comment section, like, bro, I don't want your course, right? There's comments
Yeah.
like that already.
I can't wait for those, like, the courses to be dead of, like, these...
There's gonna be
what do
a
I wanna call them?
movement
These
of, like-
nincompoops.
Yeah.
These guys that are just
Rats.
scumbags, yeah.
Course selling rats.
Yeah, like, they're
Yeah.
just, they're feeding off the really, like, 16-year-old idiots.
Exactly.
They don't know anything.
Exactly, bro. It's sad because they target people who like want success.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I'm
then they
saying?
flash a few $100 and they
Few $1,000.
so they borrow
Physical.
their friends or their daddy's car and they pose with it.
Rent a car type shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's
ridiculous.
too funny. But then they all want to copy each other and do the same thing.
Exactly.
I feel it's kind of funny to think about. Like I think you and I could consider ourselves copycats to an extent. I think Cory's pretty original, but like we saw entrepreneurship. And, like,
Right.
I wanted it for a while, but I think what really promoted it to me was like books and TikTok. Like seeing people on TikTok start their
Yeah.
own businesses.
Yeah.
Or like artists, like musicians on TikTok starting their own like basically like record label. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Right. Yeah.
And
I've
so,
seen that
in
guy.
a sense, I guess we were probably copying them because we saw them doing it, and we're like, why can't we?
Mhm.
Exactly.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
That shit is such a weird trend right now. Like, we already made an episode on it, but
What?
so weird how entrepreneurship is a trend right now.
Oh, dude, it's such a trend. Everybody wants to start their own business.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel as though it was right when COVID happened.
Yeah.
Like, first started, everybody's like, I'm my own boss now.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Exactly,
real.
because a lot of people didn't have jobs, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
you're not seeing anyone in person, so it's really easy to fake the shit on social media.
The amount
For
of clothing that I've seen being sold is insane.
What do you mean clothing being sold?
Like clothing
Like
brands,
clothing brands
brands starting up on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this one dude, man, I don't know what his brand was called, but every sweatshirt, every shirt that he had basically had the same logo. It was a milk carton next to an orange.
I know, I've seen that guy, bro. He
I
copied
feel
Lyrical
like-
Lemonade. He copied Lyrical Lemonade.
The dude popped off by having sewn on a
Yeah.
milk jug and an orange.
He didn't even pop off, I don't think. Does he have like 100,000 followers, or how many does he have?
I don't care if it's 50K. That's popping
Yeah,
off.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
popping off over. I don't want to call it silly, but I would say it's kind of a goofy
Mhm.
idea.
Mhm.
Milk
Yeah.
carton and an orange, and you say it's somebody else's logo.
Right. There's this guy, his name's Cole Bennett. Corey, do you know who he is?
A little bit about it. Yeah, I know a little bit about him.
Right. Like, he shoots music videos for rappers, and that's his thing.
Mm-hmm.
What, the milk jug and the orange?
Right. But it's actually just a lemon instead of an
yeah.
orange.
Oh.
Like, they're very similar. Like, when I first saw that, I was
Yeah,
like,
that'd
is
be-
this Lyrical Lemonade? But it was an orange. I was
I
very
get it.
confused.
Yeah.
I get it.
So there's Copycats right there as well.
Hey, it worked out for him though. Yeah, he was copying them.
Yeah.
But then there's so many other clothing brands that are just starting up. I've seen tons of like recycled clothing
Mhm.
where they like get stuff in like a huge bundle, and then like the
Mhm.
used retro stuff that you find in
Mhm.
thrift stores,
Yeah.
and then they resell that.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
mhm.
So many people doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Thrifting.
God.
Like thrifting is really hot right now because of TikTok. I feel like
Yeah, definitely.
TikTok blows up
Things.
like things and like it's just
Everybody's
weird.
eyeballs are on that app.
For real.
Everybody's eyeballs
Hey,
there.
let's-
Like, and the
wait, I wanna
proportion
make
of
a
people that
distinction.
create to consume is
I
just
think people
off.
below 30, their eyeballs are on that app majority
Yeah.
of the time. I think there's not a lot of
Yeah.
old folks on the app. But the people that are starting trends,
Yeah.
doing trends, participating in trends, they're the ones that are on the app.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like old people are like, trend? I'm not doing that.
Who knows though, bro? Same thing happened with Facebook. Facebook started as a whole bunch of college
Exactly.
kids.
Yeah.
Like, and now it's just like for our
Yeah.
parents,
Uh-huh.
essentially.
Yep.
So you never know what's gonna happen
Oh,
with
it's
these
just gonna
platforms.
I agree. Yeah, it could grow and like
Oh, it definitely
merge
will.
over.
Mhm.
Because now hardly any young kids are on Facebook.
Okay,
You know what I
like
mean?
think
So it's
about
swapped.
when we're older. Like there's gonna be a platform that we're gonna be on when we're older. I feel like we're not just
Mhm.
gonna stop using it. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
know.
What platforms do you think are gonna last? I think Instagram's
Facebook and
gonna last.
Instagram, that like duo with
I
Mark
think
Zuck
TikTok's
is
gonna last.
staying. Really?
Yes.
I don't know, bro. TikTok's a wild card. I can see it
Yeah.
being around for 5-6 years. I could see it being gone in 3
And
months.
tomorrow,
I
like
think it's gonna
nah,
last.
like you never know.
Really?
I think it'll last. So many people love it or are addicted
Yeah,
to it.
though. Like there's
And, like,
so
Yeah.
many.
Seth might be
people.
using this clip in 5 years from now for a different piece of content. So
And there's so many
real
people that
talk.
enjoy the
I know.
app as well. Like a
Mhm.
lot of people.
There would be like a revolution against like if they did try to take it
That's what
away.
I'm
Like
saying.
there would be a big problem with people.
Yes.
There would be so much room for another platform
But
to
I know.
jump in there, right?
It's
Yeah.
true.
I just wonder what other platform. See, we don't even know. We're not
Exactly.
creative enough to figure that stuff out.
Yeah, that is definitely not my lane. That is definitely not my lane.
On the same topic of a new platform, what do you guys think about being original? Why should people be original? Why should they not copy? What's the use? If they see something that's working, why would you not want to copy that?
Because nobody's more qualified than you.
You're not being your authentic self. Like, if you're going to do the whole social media personal brand thing, you have to be your authentic self in the long run, or else you're not going to win. I feel like.
I live by that.
I said that originality can grow easily. I think copying can also grow easily, but originality, being original, helps you grow. You're your truest self.
Mm-hmm.
Originality
Even
helps you
when
grow
people don't like it.
naturally.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not manufactured or
Yeah.
just trendy for you to
Mhm.
pop off. you being your original self and not copying is going to help you blow up, and it's going to help you keep an engaged audience for a long period of time, because they're going to like you for you.
For you, not for
Compared to
something
just
you
following
did.
the trends.
Exactly.
True.
Like I guarantee I'm following people on TikTok that are like entrepreneurs or like doing real estate and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they hopped on it because it was a trend.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee I'm going to unfollow them sooner or later because they're doing it because it's a trend. It's not as though they're actually good at it.
A lot of people are gonna get washed out. All I'm saying, 3-5 years, all these like kids that want to become entrepreneurs. Like I feel kind of like hella hypocritical saying that because I'm a kid that wants to be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Right? But like a lot of them are gonna be gone.
Yeah,
For sure.
I agree.
Well, yeah, I mean, time will tell. You know what I mean? Time will tell which ones stick around, which ones can't. You know?
Can't hang.
Yeah,
can't hang with us.
That's just the facts.
How do you think people can be original or have the ability to be original in a world that's so overwhelmed with constant new ideas? Like everything is thought of, in my opinion. Like there's so many things that have already been thought of.
It's really hard to be
Everything's
original
not thought of,
nowadays.
too.
No, I agree with
You know what I
that.
mean?
Because like you can't understand or imagine what hasn't been thought of. But at the same time, when I was looking for business names for social growth, there are so many ideas that I thought of thinking, oh dude, that's original. I got this. Look it up on Secretary of State LLC website, taken. Look up like just on Google to Google search it to see if it's taken.
So many of those LLCs aren't even being used right now.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
But there's so many websites of the names that I wanted. I wanted Sonder Marketing, right? Sonder is...
Oh, you were saying how that's your favorite
It's
word.
my favorite word, dude.
Yeah.
So basically it's the idea that everybody has a story, and although we may be in each other's lives for a little bit, everybody is their own main character. And if you're in somebody's life for even a second, enjoy it. Make your presence be known.
Use Sonder in a sentence, please. Like,
Sonder?
How do you use that in a sentence? Like, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, you're perfect. Let me think about it for a second here. I love the idea of Sonder.
Okay.
I don't think Sonder's an action. I don't think it's... I think it's a thought process, a theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a way to think. To think you're living your life and you feel as though you're the main character and you are the main character of your story. But we all enter each other's lives somehow, and there's interplay in everybody's lives. But we're still the main character of our own story.
Yep.
And so even though we may enter each other's lives, like, appreciate that. That's just how it is.
Word has such a deep meaning.
Sonder? Oh, dude.
Yeah,
it gives me
for real.
goosebumps.
Yeah.
I love that word.
That is dope.
It really makes me, like, reflect on kindness.
How
Like,
so?
always being kind to people. Like, I'm my own main character. You can say that people don't think the world revolves around them, but everybody thinks the world revolves around them because they're the main character.
Of their own story.
Yeah, you're going to have your own thoughts, your own stressors, your own stuff going on in your life. So, Sonder kind of just makes you appreciate that everybody is the own main character of their story. And that your stresses, although they seem extremely real to you, aren't real to you guys. Because you don't understand, because you're thinking about your own stuff. And that we're in each other's lives right now. I just appreciate that like our lives collided.
I wonder who came up with that word.
Yeah.
Because that word, jeez.
Who came up with any word?
Yeah.
The Romans.
Who even knows that?
Lions.
But that word took like 2-3 minutes to explain.
Yeah. I was going to look up the exact.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that a lot, though.
I wanted to look up.
Little side note: I'm making a video right now for Infinite Pieces, and like the introduction to the video, I have like 3 sentences like jotted down right now, but like I know I can like make them better, and like Seth, if you're trying to like help me maybe. Word like a cool
like
intro.
Word stuff. I'm so down.
Bet.
We can after this.
Bet, thank you.
So, oh man, sorry, I just had it. Oh, you dirty ad. Sorry, guys.
You're good. I really like the videos that you've been doing with that guy.
Oh, bro, he's
right.
he's
Just in
crazy.
general, it's like,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So this is a shortened definition. Sorry, man.
You're good.
Sonder it's a noun. The realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex as your own. That's the most simplest definition. Here's another one. Oh, never mind. The same damn one. We'll leave it at that. Each passerby is living a life just as vivid as your own.
That's insane.
Love
That
it.
is cool.
I like
word,
that.
man. No idea. How do we get there? I think we were talking about how to be original in a world that's so full of ideas.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You started talking about how you wanted that to be your business idea.
Yeah. So how do you guys think that people can be original? Like right now, like what do you need to do to be original?
I mean, I try to be as original as possible just
How?
by not paying attention to other people.
Right.
As good as I can, you know.
Right.
No, it's impossible to not see
You put on
things.
the blinders.
Yeah, I try to not care about what anyone else is doing to my best ability, and
Especially with
that really helps me.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
being
people in your
an
own
artist.
niche.
especially with being an
yeah.
artist, dude. If you
Also-
get caught up in other people's stuff, you're gonna get lost in your own path.
My main inspiration comes from music, not fashion. So like I feel like that also kind of helps me
Yeah.
create original pieces of clothing because it's not I don't find that much inspiration through other people's clothing. It comes through sound.
What's your current inspiration right now for music?
There's this group called Fax Gang right now, which I've really been liking a lot, and it's like their genre is like classified as like bit crushed. You guys probably it's like weird technology type.
So
like,
that's where you're getting all that code stuff from?
I mean, you could probably.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, and like just my favorite artist is JPEG Mafia, and like his whole thing is like that like computer like aesthetic kind of thing. And like if you look at my work, you can see that kind of relating
Yeah,
through
you
that.
definitely can. You all.
So like yeah, that I mean like it. My biggest inspiration is JPEG Mafia. So like if you can go look at my work, you could probably see like a relation between him and my work.
I was gonna tell you that like all that man, the techno stuff, like the different, how do I say this? The different coding. It reminds me of Pink Floyd.
Really?
Yes, it totally does. I think it's
Huh.
On the Run.
Dark Side.
Doesn't this make you think of that?
It's a good album.
I've never really been into Pink Floyd, to be honest.
I don't know why. I won't play it for long, but On
No,
the
I
Run,
get
that's
that.
the song that like I think of, because I know you use music as inspiration. So whenever I see the coding
Okay.
stuff, I'm like, that's On the Run, Pink Floyd.
That's so crazy. I do like that song, and I enjoy the album a lot.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like really tech. That album is crazy.
it is good.
I got
I'm
into
gonna
Pink
go
Floyd
listen.
like within the last year or so. I mean, I listened to it when I was younger, but I really started liking it within this last year. And man, just some of the stuff like they made like a certain type of album is what they focused on. It was like the album as a whole. The different songs within the album they didn't want them to be seen as individual songs.
Yeah, it's just one big loop, and then the ending song connects to the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like
they
a
wanted it to be like a
circle through
holistic
time.
album.
Yeah, that's
so, like,
that's correct. That
you-
reminds me of the Beatles with Abbey Road and kind of how the whole album just blends together.
Yeah. Tells like a story all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Pink Floyd's crazy.
For real.
They were original. They were
Ahead of their
original.
They were original.
They were so original. And think about this. They were original because they didn't focus on what everybody else is doing. Everybody else at the time was making completely different music. Be Pink Floyd.
Yeah. Yeah, really just...
Yeah.
Yeah, man, put the blinders on and just focus on you.
What are you guys' final thoughts on Don't Be Mad at Copycats?
It's really just flattery if someone copies you, is kind of how I see it.
Just look at it in a way that you can maybe find some inspiration to keep going, and like look at it like you're doing the right thing. Because if you don't have copycats, you probably should one day, have
Yeah, 'cause
copycats.
you're doing
I
something
agree.
so good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. But yeah, just be you, be infinite. So that's what I'm gonna finish on.
I like that. Alright, guys. Folks, today we talked about stop being mad at copycats. They're copying you for a reason. They think that what you're doing is so amazing that they themselves want to do that. You should be proud of your work and take it as a compliment, because you're doing a damn good job if somebody's copying you. One day in the future, if nobody's copying you right now, hopefully somebody will be, because you're doing that amazing of a job. One thing to do to get away from copying somebody else is to be original, be you, be the best version of yourself and the most clear version of yourself that isn't influenced by other artists, other influencers, other people on TikTok. Try to be your truest self, because if you show originality, you're going to build a following, and that's going to be a more consistent following than all these people that are just following trends along. As Cory said, be you, be infinite, be original. I really think that his clothing stands for not copying other people, really being yourself. Folks, thanks for tuning in on Don't Be Mad at Copycats. We will catch you next time.
Doses.